The Blue Qur'an is one of the most extraordinary luxury Islamic manuscripts and at the same time one of the controversial and mysterious Quranic codices. The manuscript is unique due to its material, size, and production. It is made of blue dyed parchment in calligraphy Kufic script with gold ink. The chapter titles and the numbers of surahs are done in silver. It is unarguable in a mysterious script because of all the related questions. Who was the calligrapher? Who was the commissioner? When was it published? Under which dynasty? Where and for which purpose? In general, it is difficult to answer these questions precisely, for there are no extant resources concerning the colophon, a dictionary naming the patronage, place of production, and calligrapher. As a consequence, there are diverse speculations and hypotheses from different scholars regarding its provenance. But what is to be noticed beyond doubt about the manuscript is that the Blue Qur'an has been known since the early 20th century when for the first time Robert Friedrich Martin, an art collector and traveler, related it to the Abbasid dynasty. He attributed the production of the Blue Qur'an to the Abbasid Caliphate without furnishing proof. He purchased manuscripts from the imperial collections, took it to Iran and then to Europe, and eventually sold it there page by page. There is a folio of the manuscript with a violet custom stamp at the Museum of Harvard University, which indicates that the page passed through Iran in 1902. The round stamp in black ink on the upper left side of the folio, which is clearly visible, reads in Persian language مراجعه و تفتیش شد سنه 1320 هجری, which means reviewed and passed in the year 1320 Hijra. After him, Jonathan Bloom came up with a new thesis to the effect that the Blue Qur'an was not produced during the Abbasid period, but rather at the time of the Fatimid dynasty in the mid-10th century. Recently, George Allen has related the manuscript to the Abbasid Caliphate, though the scholarly consensus supports the 10th century. Nevertheless, the debate about the provenance of the Blue Qur'an continues. Application of the blue color has a long tradition in the Islamic world and was frequently used for mosques' facades, especially in Khorasan and Transoxania. While the blue color stands for the heaven, the gold color symbolizes paradise and the splendor of religion. The combination of these two colors, blue and gold in the manuscript, appears as a triumph of the holy words written in impasto gold ink over the glazed blue backdrop. On each blue-dyed parchment leaf, 15 lines of Quranic verses are copied down in angular shapes in gold script with black contours. The chapter titles and the numbers of the surahs are accomplished in silver circles. For balance and aesthetical composition, the letters are elongated horizontally, and when the calligrapher encompasses the letters with thin black outline, it is to highlight the script from the dark blue backdrop. The golden Kufic script of the Blue Qur'an on the blue-dyed parchment should not be just seen as a copy of Qur'an, but also as an artistic achievement, which is full of harmony and aesthetical expression. Elongation of the words, stretching several letters by red pen with gold ink, and separating the golden verses from the blue background through the black thin contours, are demonstrating how the proportion and composition have played an important role for the calligrapher or calligraphers of this manuscript. Many questions about the provenance of the manuscript still remain unanswered. Therefore, further scientific investigation and research remain necessary. In studies, there are different and contradictory speculations and hypotheses. If we summarize the whole debate in a few words, we came to the conclusion that due to lack of evidence, the knowledge about the provenance of the Blue Qur'an is incomplete. But considering the arguments of Jonathan Bloom, there is high possibility that the Blue Qur'an was commissioned in the mid-10th century in Tunisia, perhaps not as a functional Qur'an, but rather as a splendid gift for a high-ranking person or just as a representative treasure or work